Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have come with another video on my channel जहाँ पे हम Ignis के बारे में long term review देंगे. So we have Daryl D'Souza, he is the owner of the car. Hi Daryl.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, all good.
Okay, so पहले तो हम Daryl को पूछेंगे कि how old is this car? So ये गाड़ी को कितना टाइम हो गया Daryl?
This is about 2 years, 2020.
2 years, 2020.
2020 September.
So 2 साल हो चुका है गाड़ी को और कितने किलोमीटर चली अब तक?
Approximately 17,000 kilometers.
17,000. So मैंने तो काफ़ी गाड़ियाँ देखी जिसमें लोगों ने 3-4 साल 5 साल यूज़ किए लेकिन वो 10,000 किलोमीटर भी टच नहीं हुई है. बट दिस कार हैज़ डन अ लॉट ऑफ किलोमीटर्स. दैट मीन्स ये काफ़ी यूज़ करते हैं अपनी गाड़ी को. सो दिस वुड बी द बेस्ट रिव्यू टू अंडरस्टैंड हाईवे पे सिटी में इसका परफॉर्मेंस कैसा है. ओके, सो पहले तो हम जाएंगे कॉस्ट के ऊपर कि ये गाड़ी इनको कितने में पड़ी. सो व्हेन यू गॉट दिस कार हाउ मच डिड इट कॉस्ट यू?
So the cost मेरे को गिरा ये 5,30,000.
5,30,000 on road.
On road with
Okay.
a 40,000 discount.
And is this the base model or the
This is the base model, Sigma.
Sigma model? Okay, so this is the Sigma model, guys, which is the base model, and 5,30,000 you said, right? So 5,30,000 base model, not bad. So base model में ऐसा क्या है जो नहीं मिलता है compared to the one model above that?
Basically in the base model you don't get the power windows, rear power windows.
Okay,
And,
but front two power windows you have, right?
Yes.
So I think front power windows is more than enough. पीछे अगर कोई बैठता तो manually you all can put it down. So still again front में तो power windows है.
So you don't get these fog lamps.
Okay, all right.
Fog lamps, and you will not get the speedometer is different.
But I think externally or possibly after you buy this car, you can still put fog lamps later, right? You can still install it. So not much of a difference. Is there any difference in the engine?
No.
No. So there's no change or no difference in the engine. So engine remains the same. I think it's 1.2 liter.
1 point.
Yeah. So it's 1.2 liter and it's 4-cylinder. So there's no compromise on the engine depending on the version that you buy. Okay. सो प्राइस की बात तो हो चुकी है. अभी हम पूछेंगे. सो Daryl, आई वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड बिफोर बाइंग दिस कार, डिड यू शॉर्टलिस्ट एनी अदर कार्स?
Basically, my budget was low, so I was looking for a resale car.
Okay.
Like a Celerio or a Alto. But when I was in my research, I found that people are quoting very high for a 6-year-old,
Okay.
5-year-old car, like almost 3 lakhs for a Celerio, 3 lakh plus. So I said, why don't try something new, probably a new car like an Alto. So I started off with an Alto, and then it went to this car. I seen a Tiago, Tata Tiago, but then for some reason I like this car because it's a 4-cylinder engine and the engine is much more better compared to your Tiago or any other, which is a 3-cylinder engine basically.
Correct.
So this is the only car from what I recollect which has got a 4-cylinder engine in this budget.
Okay.
So for me, my priority was engine. The car has to be good to drive.
Correct.
Because I like to drive. It's been, I have had a few cars already in the family. So
No, obviously, I think we can make it out because you love to drive it, because in 2 years you did 17,000 kilometers. So that is, a lot. Because nowadays I've seen people, they get a new car, but the running is very low. Okay, so obviously, Daryl over here, he loves to drive, so that's but obvious. So then you, from a second-hand car that you decided, and obviously the budget was quite low for you, but then the price factor for that second-hand car, especially 2 years back, he mentioned that the market was booming, and now also it's booming for used cars. The price for used cars is quite high, so might as well you think मतलब जूनी गाड़ी लेने से अच्छा मैं नई गाड़ी लूँ, right? Correct. So that was a good decision. So then after buying this car, there were how many services through Maruti or Nexa?
So it's got a 2 years warranty.
Okay.
And you get 3 services. Basically,
services.
they are inspections. You can't really call them services.
So in those 3 services, in which service is the engine oil changed?
That is in the third service.
Third service. So first and second, there's no oil
nothing,
change,
no.
right? Okay. So
They just do
on
an
the third
inspection
service,
of the car, seeing that
check everything is proper and all that. Okay. Yeah. So there's no service. So that's about the servicing cost and how it was exactly, and the experience and why he bought this car. Now let's come to the next part that obviously we need to understand कि सबसे बड़ी बात जो सब लोग को चाहिए इसकी एवरेज कितना देती है, right? Because India में when we buy a car, the first thing that we as customers ask, okay, even me, and for that matter Daryl, all of us, right, कि मतलब average कितना देती है. So city में कितना mileage है इसका?
So city I normally get, if there's a lot of traffic also, normally I get around, it varies around, anywhere between 12 to 15.
12 to 15, see, not bad. 1.2 liter engine, 4 cylinder, and 12 to 15 is not bad in city, considering city में तो आपको पता है पूरे मुंबई में bumper to bumper traffic होता है, right? So yeah, that's good. And highway पे maximum कितना मिला है?
So max I have got is, once I got 19
on highway.
Yeah, that's
okay.
the best that I got. But on an average, I get around 17 and a half. 17 and a half.
So not bad, considering a petrol engine 1.2 liter and it's got a good power, I believe. So how's the pickup of the car?
Very good.
So anytime did you feel any lag? घाट पे या कहीं पे भी? No lag at all, right? So that's a good thing because that's very important. अगर आप घाट पे जा रहे हो, especially have family with you, तो obviously pressure के वजह से हो सकता है. Like मैंने मेरे एक वीडियो में बताया था ट्राइबर में, वो थोड़ा सा लैग है. पहले तो इट्स नॉट अ 4 सिलेंडर कार, इंजन काफ़ी छोटा है, इट्स अ 7 सीटर, बट देन अगर गाड़ी फुल है, लगेज है, तो थोड़ा सा लैग होता है, राइट? तो मतलब दैट इज़ नॉट देयर, दैट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. लैग नहीं है गाड़ी में.
That's the difference between a 3 cylinder
and a 4 cylinder. Obviously it makes a lot of difference, right? So ये बात हो गई माइलेज की, which is very important. अभी हम बात करेंगे मेंटेनेंस वाइज, अदर देन द सर्विसिंग कॉस्ट एंड ओवर एंड अबव दैट, कुछ अलग से कुछ काम निकला गाड़ी में, एसी में, गियर बॉक्स में, एनीथिंग? Nothing at all, right?
Within the last 2 years, nothing.
Nothing, okay.
No work in terms of any maintenance work or anything.
No mechanical work, no paint job, nothing. So see, मतलब 2 साल में अभी तक तो कोई काम नहीं निकला है. And guys, Maruti Suzuki, Nexa, इनकी जो cars है, obviously they are well known all over when it comes to maintaining the car and the price factor, the cost of the parts. So obviously that's very well known. So 2 साल में तो कोई काम नहीं निकला है. As far as you maintain your car, and I think अगर time to time servicing किया जाए, engine oil change किया जाए, there should not be any problem, right? हमें भी ध्यान रखना चाहिए. You cannot say that कि मतलब मैं गाड़ी खाली चलाते रहूँगा, I'll not inspect the car and all that, then obviously आपको problem होगा. Okay, so maintenance wise it's also very good. Now let's talk about some trips that he had, possibly a long trip, and how the experience was. So इसमें इस गाड़ी में सबसे longest trip कौन सा था?
The longest trip that I've done is approximately almost 1,000 kilometers. Little
So where
less,
was that?
but 950 odd kilometers.
And which place?
This was from here till south.
Okay, you're
Bangalore.
to south, Mangalore.
Bangalore, yeah.
And how many people were there in the car?
There were 4 people in the car.
4 people. And the luggage?
And
So
the luggage,
did you all feel any crunch with 4 people and the luggage?
No.
How's the boot
Absolutely.
space?
Boot space is decent
Okay,
for a small car. This is hatchback, so it's pretty decent.
okay.
So for 4 people, you have enough space for luggage.
Okay, so I will take you all to that part where I'll show you all the boot space and the legroom also in this car. Okay. Another thing that I want to ask Daryl, since he's the customer of this car, is this car a little bit heighted as compared to Swift?
Yes.
Because I've seen a lot of people talking about, कि Swift का जो seating है, especially the old one, okay, काफ़ी नीचे है.
Correct.
And especially if you have senior citizens in your family or aged people, they find it very difficult to get in and get out of the car.
That's one of the reason why I purchased this car, because I have parents who are senior
Okay.
citizens.
Right.
So it is much easier for them to come, get into the car and get out.
Get out of the car.
So they don't have to, go down on their knees.
Right,
Yeah.
right. That is very important.
So that's one of the reason why I did not prefer the Swift. Obviously, Swift was a higher budget as well. So this was, within the budget, and it's got good height from the ground. Basically, ground clearance is much higher.
Okay.
180 mm they say.
So
that-
more than the Swift, obviously.
Yeah, that makes a big difference, in fact.
Correct.
Especially in the city as well, because you have big speed breakers.
Correct.
So you don't feel those
Right, right.
in this car. at least.
Correct. So another thing that I want to highlight is, this is something that I have also personally experienced. I have my cousin's Swift, okay. The rear door for the Swift and the Ignis, the rear door for the Swift does not open very wide, okay. But as compared to Ignis, the doors open very widely, and the person can easily get in and get out. Especially if you have parents at your home, your senior citizens. So as we also mentioned that the height is quite good, the ground clearance is better than Swift. That's the reason the car seating is right on top. I won't say it's as good as an SUV, but yes, it's quite on top. It's better to get in and get out. That's the best part, especially if you have senior citizens in your family. Okay, that's very important thing that you need to understand about this car. All right, And also when you are seated inside while you are driving, if you're on the driver's seat or on the passenger seat, obviously the visibility from inside the car is quite good as compared to Swift again. So that's the best part, right? So as you mentioned, Daryl, that maintenance wise and extra costing wise, there's nothing extra that you spent, right?
Nothing extra.
So overall, if I have to ask you, you're happy with the car so far?
Very
2 years?
happy.
Very happy, right?
Very happy.
So that's a great car, guys. Even today, if you see, the car market is booming like anything. Used car prices are like at a sky level rate, because even if you go and buy a car from a dealer, they quote a lot of extra amount. Obviously, they have their own cut also, they have their own commission. So might as well, if you have your budget around 5-6, then why not look for a brand new car itself if you want a hatchback. So if you want a hatchback car, this is one of the best options. So I hope with this review, this can help you take a decision. Even if you want to buy a second-hand Ignis, you already now know how the car is, everything about the car. Now I will take you to the rear part where I'll show you the boot space as well as the leg room in this car, so that will be easy for you, and this will help you obviously take your decision if you want to buy this car or not, right? So let's go to the rear section now. So now we are at the rear of this car. ठीक है, मैं आपको boot space दिखाता हूँ. So ये देखिए. So it's got a decent amount of boot space. काफ़ी सारा space है. यहाँ पे डैरल ने woofer भी रखा हो. Obviously if he wants to go outstation, अगर 2 ही लोग हैं या 3 लोग हैं तो सामान आराम से एडजस्ट हो सकता है. बट अगर 4 या 5 लोग हैं तो ये वूफर निकाल के रखना पड़ेगा घर पे. सो दैट इज़ योर पर्सनल चॉइस अगर आपको वूफर लगाना नहीं. सो ये देखिए, बूट स्पेस काफ़ी अच्छा खासा है.
So when I go on a long drive, I take off this woofer.
Yeah, correct.
So there's more boot space.
Correct.
And
So-
also I have made these speakers in such a way that I can take this off if
So
I
you can
need more
remove this
space.
tray, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a good thing.
I have a parcel tray which came along with the car, which does not come in the base model.
Okay.
But I have that as well for extra additional space.
That is good, that is good. So overall the boot space is quite good, guys. जैसे आपने देखा, ये boot space काफ़ी अच्छा है. अभी मैं आपको इसका leg room दिखाता हूँ. So let's go inside the car and I'll show you the leg room. So now I will get inside the car. अभी मैं आपको इसका leg room बताता हूँ. So ये देखिए. So I'm seated right now and ये देखिए, it's got a good amount of leg space. ये देखिए, leg room काफ़ी अच्छा है. Very decent, okay, very comfortable. राइट. एंड इसका हेडरूम भी मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ. काफ़ी अच्छा हेडरूम है, ये देखिए. राइट. सो जैसे मैंने बोला कि लेग रूम काफ़ी अच्छा है. एंड दिस सीट, अभी जो ये आगे वाला पैसेंजर वाला सीट है, ये काफ़ी पीछे तक एक्सटेंड किया हुआ है. उस हिसाब से लेग रूम काफ़ी अच्छा है. दिस इज़ द ड्राइवर सीट. सो डैरल जो कस्टमर है गाड़ी के, वो बैठे उस हिसाब से. ये देखिए, सीट थोड़ी सी आगे है एंड ही इज़ गॉट अ गुड हाइट. उसके बाद भी जो सीट उन्होंने पीछे की है, उस हिसाब से लेग रूम काफ़ी अच्छा खासा है. सो इट्स गॉट अ डिसेंट स्पेस. और जैसे मैंने बोला कि ये गाड़ी की हाइट काफ़ी अच्छी है. सो गेटिंग इन एंड गेटिंग आउट इज़ वेरी वेरी ईजी. और ये देखिए, दिस डोर ओपन्स क्वाइट वाइड इफ़ यू सी दिस. ये स्विफ्ट का ऐसा नहीं है, ठीक है. स्विफ्ट में डोर वाइड ओपन नहीं होता है. ये देखिए, ये कितना वाइड ओपन होता है. सो इट्स वेरी ईजी टू गेट इन एंड गेट आउट. द सेम थिंग इज़ नॉट देयर इन स्विफ्ट. सो दैट्स वन इशू विद द स्विफ्ट. Okay, so that's the complete review about this car. Okay, so 17,000 kilometer is a good enough run on the car, जिसका अभी हमने exact review दिया है through Daryl, because he's the main owner of this car, right? So I hope you like this video, guys. If in case you have any questions about this car and any doubts, any queries, please feel free to message me and I'll be more than happy to help you. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Thank you so much, Daryl, for this review and the information for our customers, right? So thank you so much, guys, and keep watching my videos, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in another video. Thank you, bye bye.